All right, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. It is a beach day, but I did not want to miss. We are going to continue our reading of The Science of Getting Rich. We are going to continue with chapter 5, Increasing Life. We left off yesterday. It is the desire of God that you should get rich. He wants you to get rich because he can express himself better through you if you have plenty of things to use. In giving expression, he can live more in you if you have unlimited command of your means of life. Is this where we left off? We left off here. I was a little ahead. So we were talking about so we are subject to the urge of life, always wanting to create more. In seeking expression for this urge, we are impelled to know more, to do more, and to be more. In order to know more, do more, and be more, we must have more. We must have things to use because we learn and do and become only by using things. We must get rich so that we can live more. The desire for riches is simply the capacity for larger life-seeking fulfillment. Every desire is the effort of an unexpressed possibility to come into action. It is power seeking to manifest that which causes desire. All right. There's people playing in the water behind me, and I've seen it. Down. The waters are pretty strong today. It's pretty cool. Okay. So the desire for riches is simply the capacity for larger life-seeking fulfillment. So your desire for riches, for wealth, or abundance in any area is life-seeking greater fulfillment through you. And we all have, each of us is an individual vessel that life is trying to express more through, okay? Every desire is the effort of an unexpressed possibility to come into action. One of my colleagues today shared a quote she heard, and it said, most people are living an unlived life. That's not even living. Their existence is just day after day, unlived life. They're not taking the risk. They're not getting uncomfortable. And I was saying, yeah, I don't blame them, man. Like, it's hard to get out of your comfort zone and to grow and to live and to express. It's not easy. That's why most people don't do it. All right. It is power seeking to manifest that which causes the desire. That which makes you want more money is the same that which makes the plant grow. It is seeking life, seeking fuller expression. Remember, like we talked about yesterday, we're all alive, but we're either growing and striving and reaching, or we're falling back or dying slowly but surely. Have you ever felt like you were shriveling up inside? I sure have. And that's like, they call it, a spiritual suicide. Little by little, we are just slowly acquiescing. And we don't think it's going to happen to us. We think it happens to other people, especially when you're young. I remember when I was young, I was like, I'm going to, these other people, they're doing nothing with their lives. But cut to, life happens. You go through struggles, through stress, through circumstances, and it can really knock you down. You can face things and fall into addictions like I did. And it's the longer you go in that direction, the longer it takes you to get back. I mean, not really. You can leapfrog and wake up right away. It's like you can make a decision to be, addicted. Well, you slowly make the decision unconsciously every day because we don't think we're doing it consciously. But you can make a decision in one moment to be sober. But the farther we stay in it, it's like the deeper we can sink. But it just takes a moment of a decision, right? All right. So that which makes you want more money is the same that which makes the plant grow. It is seeking life, seeking fuller expression. The one living substance must be subject to this law for all of life. It is permeated with the desire to live more. That is why it is under the necessity of creating things, because this substance desires to live more in you. It wants you to have all the things that you can use. It is the desire of God that you should get rich. He wants you to get rich because he can express himself better through you if you have plenty of things to use in giving him expression. So he can express himself better through you if you have plenty of things to use in giving him expression. He can live more in you if you have unlimited command of the means of life. The universe desires you to have everything that you want. The universe desires for you to have everything that you want. Nature is friendly to your plants. Nature is friendly to your plants. Do you believe that? Is that your experience, or do you believe it's hostile? Wasn't it Einstein that asked that famous question? Do you believe that you live in a hostile or a friendly universe? Whatever you believe must be true for you. Everything is naturally for you. Make up your mind that this is true. So everything is naturally for you. Make up in your mind that this is true. Make a decision right now that everything works out for you, that everything you touch turns to gold. People call it delusional. Get delulu, baby. What's really delusion? Going every single day feeling like garbage, doubting yourself, repeating old patterns that people put upon you, programming, limiting beliefs, self-doubt. That's delusional. Hype yourself up. Have faith. Get around like-minded people who lift you up. It is essential, however, that your purpose should harmonize with the purpose that is in everything. You must want real life, not mere pleasure or sensual gratification. Life is the performance of function, and the individual really lives only when he performs without excess of every function, physical, mental, and spiritual, of which he is capable. Let me read that again. You must want real life, not mere pleasure or just sensual gratification. Life is the performance of function, and the individual really lives only when he performs without excess of every function, physical, mental, and spiritual, of which he is capable. So go all in, physically, mentally, spiritually. You do not want to get rich in order to live swinishly for the gratification of animal desires. That is not life. But the performance of every physical function is a part of life, and no one lives completely who denies the impulses of the body a normal and healthful expression. So don't just seek mental and spiritual riches, physical riches too, to feel good in all areas, but don't focus on one and don't deny. I always say, when it comes to my desires, my preferences, I don't deny them and I don't demand them. I touch them lightly, but I continue to go after them. And I believe and I have faith that they will move into form. It's the law, whatever I'm focusing on. It's funny. Niece is drawing. That should drop. All right. You do not want to get rich solely to enjoy mental pleasure. So he's going through all of them. So we don't want to get rich only to just enjoy the animal, physical nature. We don't want to get rich solely to enjoy the mental pleasures, to get knowledge, to gratify ambition, to outshine others, or to be famous. All these are a legitimate part of life. However, the person who only lives for the pleasures of the intellect alone will only have a partial life. He will never be satisfied with his lot. You do not want to get rich solely for the good of others, nor do you wish to lose yourself for the salvation of humanity, or to only experience the joy of philanthropy and sacrifice. The joys of the soul are only a part of life. They are no better or nobler than any other part. You want to get rich so that you can eat, drink, and be merry. When it is time to do these things, you want to be rich so that you may surround yourself with beautiful things, see distant lands, feed your mind, and develop your intellect. You want to be rich so that you may love people, do kind things, and be able to play a good part in helping the world to find truth. That is why I want to be rich. That's the truth. But remember that extreme altruism is no better and no nobler than extreme selfishness. Both are mistakes. So it's finding that balance, right? It's finding that balance. Get rid of the idea that
let's go party.
There's people. God bless them. Okay. Get rid of the idea that God wants you to sacrifice yourself for others, that you can secure his favor by doing so. God requires nothing of the kind. What God wants is that you should make the most of yourself, for yourself, and for others. Because you can't do for others what you can't do for yourself. If you don't have it already, what are you going to give, right? Poor people can't help poor people. Sick people can't help sick people. Take care of yourself first. Don't sacrifice and be selfless. There's really no such thing as selflessness. You quite literally, I think it was Sadhguru who talks about it's impossible to be selfless. What an idiotic idea, he says. But being what we call selfless, altruistic, philanthropic, sacrificial, giving to everybody else, we think is going to get us a ticket to heaven or noble, what's it called? Virtuousness in this world. It does not. Neither does extreme selfishness. So be good to yourself, grow yourself so that you can help other people, inspire other people, be a resource for other people. So what God wants is that you should make the most of yourself for yourself and for others. And you can help others more by making the most of yourself than in any other way. You can make the most of yourself only by getting rich. Thus, it is right and praiseworthy that you should give your first and best thought to the work of acquiring wealth. All right, we'll stop there. We'll continue chapter 5. So this is part 2 of chapter 5. This might be a couple more days. This is a kind of a bigger chapter. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me move this. The sun is still shining. It's like 5 o'clock right now. But anyways, I laid out. The weather was so perfect. Like, I've never been to the beach on such a perfect day, to be honest. It wasn't too hot. And it was so calm. There wasn't a lot of people out here. It's just so beautiful. Look, I love the palm trees. Lining that's the Pacific. That's Ocean Drive actually. Or PCH. And I love it. Anyways, so how fun is this? Another day, Science of Getting Rich. All of the playlists are in the YouTube directory here on my channel. So hope you enjoy that. I had so this is the Science of Getting Rich 2025 under the playlist. I read this whole book a few years ago, like back in 2021. So anyways, there's a lot of bless their hearts. Just yelling.
Thank you.
All around. All right. But yeah, all the playlists are there and many other books as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. Until mañana, I'll see you all then.